Alright, getting into this machine is pretty simple. For the administration, you just have to hold this M/OK button. Outside of that, if you're going to clock in or clock out, you just use your fingerprint. So it'll recognize I am now clocked in. And that's it. The rest of the data set will go through the app or through the machine. Now if I was going to log in as an administrator, then I would either enter my code or register my fingerprint, which I did already. Here you have your user menu, administration menu rather. You can users, pay period, time and date, and all this you can export through the thumb drive. Time report. Communication, if you ever want to set up your phone, you would go down to app connection and then scan that after you've downloaded the app on your phone, and you can go through the administration settings that way. This one going up here, Wi-Fi set up by USB, that doesn't need to be done because it's already set up. Wi-Fi manual setup also doesn't need to be done because this is already an installed machine. So the most important features to me are going to be users and time report. Users and time report. So users is pretty simple. We're going to go to user list. We're going to add somebody, and you want to just go through that. If you want to add somebody, then you go over to here to add user and start. I recommend doing it at the machine itself so that you can get their fingerprint, whatever finger they choose, going to enroll FP, enroll fingerprint. I don't recommend using passwords, and then they're going to have an employee ID as well. Number, just employee number, basically. Number, we're already at number 5 here. Make sure to save it when you're done, and then we can download the users if we need to, or upload the upload user report, time report rather. Current pay period, which is usually what you'd be printing. Report hours format are in decimal. Depends on what you want to see it as. What are the options? Hours, months, decimal. Let's leave it at decimal, sure. You could also put it in hours and minutes rather. Report hours format, in hours and in minutes or in decimals. I'm not sure what you prefer, but that's something you should keep in mind. And again, going back up to the current pay period or a custom pay period. Custom period, you can enter the dates of when you want to see whoever's hours. And then when it comes time to actually download it, it's processing because I've pressed download. USB drive not found. Now if you stick a USB drive in there, it's supposed to download the data set into an Excel file that you open later. You can also do all this from the app and then email it to yourself instead. And that's it. So important buttons are, once you're registered as an administrator, then this guy is an important button. We're holding this one to get into the main menu. You can also set up a code instead of having to do that. I don't recommend that. I would recommend using your fingerprint because it's harder to fake. And then as far as scrolling buttons, escape is your best friend. This, that, this, and that. Left, right, up, down are your best friends. Alphanumeric to get into typing numbers instead of letters. Sorry, to type letters instead of numbers, you would want to hit this MOK button. And now, when it's in this setting of just showing the time, no other button is going to work except for if you were to log in as your ID1, you know, you could just do that. So ID1, that's me, and if I entered my password or my fingerprint, no. Let's see if I entered my finger. No, see, I don't know my own password. Let's look over here for a second. This is the 4-digit password. Nope.
Please try again. Please try again.
Okay, ID1 is not me, I guess. Anyway, that's how you use it.